In a vibrant, swirling galaxy filled with colors that danced like rainbows, a cheerful little kid named Max strapped on his shiny astronaut helmet. Max had always dreamt of an extraordinary job, far away from boring desks and paperwork. His imagination soared as he thought, if I could have any job in the world, it would be a dinosaur-riding space explorer. With a determined grin, he found himself zooming through the stars, ready for adventure. Just then, a friendly, green dinosaur appeared next to him, sporting a shiny jetpack that sparkled like the night sky. This was no ordinary dinosaur, he was Captain Chomp, Max's trusty steed and the best companion anyone could ask for. As they soared through the cosmos, Max felt the wind whip through his hair, the thrill of adventure bubbling inside him. He waved at the colorful aliens peeking out from their spaceships, who waved back with goofy expressions, their arms flailing in delight. Max couldn't help but giggle at their silly faces. "Hey there, Mr. Green Blob," Max called out, pointing at an alien with 3 googly eyes, floating by on a sparkling space surfboard. The alien wiggled its antennae and gave Max a thumbs up, sending Max into a fit of giggles. This is the best job ever, he thought. Captain Chomp, eager to show off his skills, revved up his jetpack and zoomed towards a giant, glowing asteroid. Max pointed excitedly, "Look. Let's collect glowing space rocks." With a swift swoosh, they landed on the dazzling surface of the asteroid. Max hopped off, filled with laughter, and began collecting the glittery rocks in a backpack that matched his sparkling boots. "Don't forget to grab the pink ones," Captain Chomp called out, his eyes glimmering with excitement. Max raced around, scooping up the glowing treasures, each one brighter than the last. "This is fun," he shouted, his laughter echoing through the vastness of space. Before long, they were back in the air, the asteroid disappearing into the distance behind them. Captain Chomp had another brilliant idea. "Let's deliver pizza to the moon. I hear the moon loves cheese," he announced, his voice booming with enthusiasm. Max's eyes widened in delight. "That's a fantastic idea. I can't wait to meet the moon." They flew faster, the stars whizzing past them like sparkling confetti. Max imagined the neighbors on the moon opening their doors to receive their cheesy pizza, wearing silly hats and welcoming him with open arms. They finally arrived at the moon, which was wearing an enormous, floppy sun hat adorned with flowers and bright colors. It looked so happy to see Max and Captain Chomp. Max jumped off Captain Chomp and held out the pizza, which had sprinkles and colorful toppings. "Special delivery. Extra cheese and joy," he shouted, laughter bubbling up inside him. The moon stretched out its cratered arms and grabbed the pizza, its face lighting up with a big smile. Max couldn't help but laugh at the moon's delighted expression, which looked like a round, glowing face filled with joy. "This really is the best job ever," Max thought, as he floated back to Captain Chomp, who was watching the eventful scene play out with twinkling eyes. After the pizza delivery, they decided to take a break. Captain Chomp found a cozy spot on a nearby comet, which glimmered as it zipped through space. They both sat down on the comet, sharing stories about their adventures. Max began telling Captain Chomp about his school, how boring it was sitting at a desk all day, while Captain Chomp shared tales of flying through galaxies and meeting aliens who loved to dance. Suddenly, a parade of planets floated by, each one wearing a silly hat. There was a planet wearing a giant sombrero, another sporting a top hat, while yet another had on a bright orange beanie. They were singing and laughing, their voices shimmering through the air like music notes. Max jumped up and waved, joining in on the fun. What a bizarre and wonderful job, he thought. All around him, the stars danced like they were part of the parade, showing off their brightest twinkles. As the planets passed, one of the stars darted past Max, making a funny face. Max couldn't control his laughter, and Captain Chomp snickered too, wiggling his tail in delight. This was exactly what Max had dreamed of: laughter, adventure, and joy that filled the universe. After their break, Captain Chomp said, "Let's collect some more glowing rocks and see what else we can find." Together, they flew towards sparkling nebulae and colorful star clusters, exploring every nook and cranny of the universe. Max couldn't believe how lucky he was to have a job where every day brought new wonders, new laughter, and new friends. As they roamed through the twinkling stars and met even more silly aliens, Max felt his heart swell with happiness. Each glowing rock they collected sparkled with stories waiting to be told, stories of friendship, laughter, and the endless possibilities that the universe held. In the end, Max realized that being a dinosaur-riding space explorer was much more than just wearing a helmet and cape. It was about embracing the joy of adventure, finding humor in every situation, and sharing laughter with friends old and new. As the cosmic journey continued, Max knew he would cherish these memories forever, and every time he looked up at the night sky, he would smile, knowing that out there, he had friends who wore silly hats and loved to laugh just as much as he did. And with a heart full of dreams, Max looked ahead, ready for the next exciting adventure in the galaxy.